Hello everybody, I'm here for the HOI4 channel. Welcome back to the vanilla game and to a new DLC. However, we're not playing as, Turkey, Greece or Bulgaria. We're playing as Yugoslavia. And as you can see from the thumbnail, we're going to get rid of Prince Paul and we're going to get the boy that is, he literally is a boy, Peter II, who currently is underaged. He's not old enough to rule by himself, so he'll have, advisors and everything. But I do want to go down the United Kingdom route as well. So we're going to have some fun here. So let's go ahead and start with Western focus. The key to Yugoslavia's future lies with the powers in the West, who are closer both geographically and economically to our nation. So yeah, I am going to have another playthrough starting today. We might actually run them into the weekend as well. But yes, sadly I didn't get early access. But oh well. It's fine. I was actually supposed to be at work today anyways, but well, I'm recording this, it's Thursday. But I've not been the greatest, as you could tell from my Soviet Union episodes. But I'm feeling better at the time of recording, so yeah, I actually do get to play this and the date came out. Woohoo! But yes, my plan for this playthrough is to defeat the fascists, of course. Which will hopefully happen. So how is everyone finding the new DLC then? Is everybody enjoying it? It does look fun. Of course, I probably am going to do multiple playthroughs on this. Continue to prioritize Balkan integrity. The Balkan Entente. It's tempting. But I'll be honest with you, I'm probably going to end up going down restoring the Ottoman Empire. Just like I'm going to be doing the Byzantine Empire. You know, when I do that as well. And Bulgaria, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do with Bulgaria. I quite like the idea of bringing back Tsar Ferdinand I. Dreams of a new Byzantium. Oh. Okay, but anyways, that's all to come. Right now, we've got this to focus on. So, obviously, Prince Paul, he has... Well, he usually ends up aligning himself with Germany. Usually, that's what happens in the vanilla. However, our military is against joining with Germany, so we've got that. Of course, we then do have some pretty bad national spirits here. The Croatian opposition, so -30 stability. Macedonian opposition, which is bringing up our political, economy, trade and conscription law costs. The Slovene nationalism, bringing down our production efficiency growth. And then the Serbian general staff, which max plans up, but military leader cost is much higher. But anyways, we could do a friendship with Italy. But how about we reinforce old alliances? Since the inception of our nation, we've enjoyed the support of the great European democracies of France and Great Britain. It's time to solidify these relationships in preparation for future alliances. United Kingdom gains increase in opinion. Gains Yugoslavian purchasing commission. Okay. So in France gets the exact same. And we do have a King Peter modifier, which is a +10 stability. So attract allied capital is going to be quite nice. -5 consumer goods. That's going to be very nice. And we have nothing interesting in our decisions right now, but I'm sure that will change, possibly. So we do have some interesting choices down here. So once we've done limited self-government, we release Slovenia as a puppet. Then we get the choice of a united autonomous Croatia, or we can do a devolved Croatia, which means we get Dalmatia as a puppet as well as Croatia. Then we have divide Bosnia, so we can have Bosnia and then Herzegovina, or we can have Bosnia and Herzegovina. I don't really think it matters too much, but I think I might just try and balkanize as much as we can. And then dissolve the Banat of Serbia. Alright, that gets rid of Macedonian opposition and Serbian general staff, which then releases Macedonia, Kosovo, and Montenegro all becoming puppets. Then we'll probably release Transylvania and Vojvodina, because I don't really want to give away any land. And then we'll do end the Regency, which we can't do until 1938, but by the time we get through all of that, it'll probably be about then. So the British have reason to support our nation. We have long been allies since before the First Great War, and by attracting investors from allied nations, we will reassure them that the relations between our nations are inseverable. Good. I want to stay friends with the allies because we're going to be joining them. Of course, we do have the Italian threat. That's going to be... Our first real challenge will be the Italians. It depends what the rest of the world actually decides to do. We're going to get some good divisions down there. Apologies, but I still probably will be blowing my nose during this episode. But hopefully not as much. Alright, concentrated industry 1's getting research now. Good stuff. Now there's a couple of mods that I would have loved to have had on. Coloured buttons is not one of them. I don't know why that came into my head. The state transfer tool and player-led peace conferences. Because we all know what's going to happen. Crap's going to happen. That's what's going to go down. Oh gosh, we're actually quite short of guns right now. But then again, our military industry is, well, it's pathetic. I just want to get another couple of civvies out. And to be honest, there's really no point in actually building in the territories that we're going to release. So what does evolution do? Lose stability. Oh yeah, there's that uprising mission. Slovenia for support. And then concessions Macedonia, or we can surrender it to Bulgaria. See, that's just... That doesn't sound fun. We can still attract Axis capital, to be fair. Which actually is quite useful. Anyways, the divides within our nation are clearly too deep and too many to handle with simple reform. Only by granting autonomy to the various peoples constituting our nation, we could keep our union together without the use of force. I take it this must be one of the new pieces of music. So what's Turkey doing? Don't know what you're up to either. Aircraft repair facilities. Okay. Cabinet industry, nice. Prince of Terror and probably popular figureheads what we're gonna go for. Nice, we're already going down superior firepower, that's good. Right. We'll leave Serbia to last. And go ahead and do a devolved Croatia. In the opposition of the Union, none are more vocal than the Croats. Currently, Croatia is divided between a Banat of Sava in the north and a Banat of Litoral in the south. Regarding these Banats, individual autonomy can both soothe the Croatian opposition and prevent the Croatians from growing too influential in the Union. Ah, so it's a pretty strategic plan. Splitting them up. I don't know why I want to do that. Give Vojvodina to Hungary, who you'd end up fighting. And give West Banat to Romania, who you could also end up fighting. It seems like a lose-lose scenario. I can assure you we will not be doing Fortress Yugoslavia. We will be doing the Royal Alliance. King Peter will marry. Oh look, and we now have the Drava Banovina. Great, eh? Great. And obviously they do have those two militia divisions. Leadership purges in Soviet Union. So hopefully guys, with this DLC out, the next one's hopefully going to be a Soviet and Italy rework involved in them. While consulting us, the Romanian government has signed a treaty with Hungary, altering or removing restrictions of the Treaty of Trianon. Hungary is now allowed to rearm freely and develop all manners of military equipment, including tanks and planes. While it has been an open secret that Hungary has been expanding its army, this new agreement will soon bring them to the point where they could be a military threat to us once again. Yeah, I don't care. If the Romanians let them do it, I won't protest. And I don't need to do a military parade. So, yeah, we just get the annexer one. Yugoslavia annexes all, indeed. Do we change our name by going down any of this? No, see, towards independence sounds terrible. Balkan Defense League. Enable editing of Yugoslavian Defense Army template and training or disbanding units belonging to it. Because everyone becomes free. We don't want that. We don't want that. Right, let's go ahead and divide Bosnia. There are cultural and religious divides across the landscape of Bosnian region. Serbs, Croats, Muslims, Christians, and countless other peoples. The only way the region can properly defend is if it is partitioned appropriately between separate Bosnian and Herzegovinian states, working in harmony within our union. Ah, is it Mr. Generic Face in charge of all these? So far, you don't look like Mr. Generic Face, to be fair. Concentrate Industry 2. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves the Captain of Industry. Our factories are quickly dwindling. And the kingdom is also quickly breaking away. Oh, I don't know about you guys, but see, look at Zaid. See when you're not feeling 100%. Oh, it's the greatest juice ever. Or drink, rather. That in cups of tea. Okay, we still have a terrible selection of boys in here. Tito has not been killed. Why the hell would Tito get killed? Boo. Greater Yugoslavia is down here now. Okay. Yeah, where would Tito get killed? That's what I want to know. Local militia has 2% recruitable population. Happy bloody days. We will need to get down here as well, because I want extra research slots, some factories. You know, it's just a lot of good stuff down here. It's so weird seeing this so much bigger now, because it literally was just like choose between a couple. Which was just boring. This is so much better. So well done the Paradox for that. They've done well here. Dissolve the Banat of Serbia. The region we consider Serbia is actually home to many people who do not consider themselves Serbs. Macedonians, Albanians, and Montenegrins all inhabit areas we claim to be Serbian. We must not allow ourselves to be perceived as invaders of the culture and must rethink what we consider to be rightfully Serbian. So we lose Macedonian opposition and Serbia general staff and 3 more puppets. Look at us. We're so small now. Now, of course, we'll have Banat and Vojvodina jumping away soon. I would love to actually get Transylvania to have all of their territory. But I don't think that will happen. I think what I'll probably do is I'm just going to stick all my troops on the Italian border. I don't think we have to fear the Germans intervening straight away. And they're probably going to grab the defense guy later on. Is it me, or do the rivers stand out a bit more now? You know, here you can see the ones in Africa much clearer. They are practically shining. Right, let's have a wee look and see. Relocate from that palace. Where is that focus? Oh my days, so... Treaty of Sadabat. The Sadabat Pact. Oh. Anti-Bolshevik military. Chester concession. Okay. Right, I'll get to distracted by that tree. Right, autonomy for Slavic Transylvania. The Banat and Vojina region are home to not only Serbs but Romanians and Hungarians. By offering these regions autonomy and self-government, we may bring an end to Romanian-Hungarian claims on these regions. Hell yeah, we will. Look at us. We're so small now. And say hello to Kosovo for the first time. So if we have a look at... Yeah, we get... Just annex them all. Annex them all. I think I get to annex all the divisions as well, which would be quite nice if they go ahead and build any more. That's an interesting flag that Herzegovina has. Oh, Mexico's in a civil war. Of course they are. Of course. What's our template like? Ah, it's actually not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Foreign industry. Okay. Wow, we can't actually do that yet. We've done very well. Let's go ahead and do a United Kingdom. Now people have had the opportunity to taste independence and feel properly represented in our union. It's time we took steps to create the sense of pan-nationalism and unity that was sorely lacking in our former states. So they do lose opinion of us, and there goes the Hindenburg. Yeah, they do lose opinion of us, but this is for the best, though. I feel like if we just get this done as soon as, then we can focus on just improving our our industry. I don't see the point in doing that focus, actually. No reason to get rid of the anti-German military when I don't plan on joining the Germans. And so we look. Autonomous region of Vojvodina. We're actually called Serbia right now as well. Of course we are, because we're not Yugoslavia anymore. Welcome to Serbia. Freedom of religion guaranteed. 10 stability. I don't need to do any military parades though. Let's avoid doing that. The popular figurehead will be quite handy, but I'm gonna go for the Prince of Terror right now. And you know what? Let's just grab him. Let's just grab the popular figurehead as well. 94 stability we're on now. Plus, we're going to get 10 from doing the next focus, which is going to be quite nice. Oh, Amelia Earhart has not disappeared. I'm quite happy being guaranteed by France, Czechoslovakia, and Romania right now, which is quite nice. A United Kingdom. Guarantee religious liberties. All must be allowed to follow the religion of choice. We will introduce legal guarantees to this effect. You're welcome, boys. We're gonna... Oh, Spain is literally becoming the powder keg that they always do become. At least Aragon spawned in Aragon. I feel like the Carlists are gonna die. And Francisco Franco. I reckon he'll win. I don't think the anarchist communal win either. At least probably looking at us going, what the hell is Yugoslavia doing? Just wait. We may have defragmented ourselves right now, but we will be coming back stronger and more... Well, stronger really. We're just going to be coming back stronger and more stable. That's the way we're going to word it. Stronger and more stable. That's good. When can we do this? Mutually exclusive. We've signed a tripartite pact. I do not want to sign that. You can keep that in the bin. Prince Paul served the duty to the crown long enough. With war on the horizon, our people need to see their king stand strong against the fascists and communists who would break our nation. So, obviously, Peter does have underage monarch because he is underage, but he gets stability, and it's only the advisor cost, the economy laws, trade laws, and conscription law costs that go up, and it's only by 25%. It's not too bad. Plus, hopefully, I can change all them up anyways. We've already got our cabinet, so it doesn't really matter about that. Yeah, I've got the advisor sorted. If I can just get trade, I do want to get to export for limited exports. Here we go. Reunite the kingdoms. Though many worry this action risks slipping back into this unity and cultural conflicts that categorize Yugoslavia, we must unite our nation back in a singular entity to face the greater threats on our borders. Come on, men. We are all better together, boys. We're all better together. For the good of the kingdom. So a nice wee appearance of all these nations as we then turn back into a singular entity. Gosh, we really haven't had their independence for very long at all. So, I'm just thinking, is there any way for them to say no to this, or do they just have to live with it? And do they all have like a couple of divisions, don't they? Well, they all have a few divisions each, which would be nice. Annexing all them, more army. Plus I get all my factories back. Limited exports, I don't think that's actually really helped us out. To be fair, that's probably a stupid idea. I see you over there, Bulgaria. I don't quite like the look of you. Oh, you need all of that land to get rid of the second national catastrophe. Well, I'm afraid you're not going to be getting any of mine, because I'm going to take you down if you do that. I will put you in your place, son. Right. There we go. Yugoslavia's back, boy. I've got 13 divisions from doing that. Nice. Okay, with that route finished, we can now excuse me, divert our attention to building up our economy. So a program of rapid industrialization is required if we are to keep up with our neighbours' rearmament programs. Hell yeah, we do. Oh damn, excuse me guys. Italy will be coming for us again. Wait, how do we have more dockyards now? Where the hell did they come from? China declare war on communist China. That's a terrible idea. Oh my gosh, really have set off the sneezes. Oh my days. I can't believe that's how quick it is to just recreate the kingdom. Oh, excuse me. I do apologize, guys. I do apologize. Alright, let's go ahead and get the trucks researched, because I do want to get, you know, signal companies in play at some point, so. Do we still have a claim in Istria? We do! Croatia and Slovenia both have a claim on it. Where the hell does Croatia? We also have a claim on Zara. No, Greece has a claim on Northern Epirus. Right, let's go ahead and expand the mining industry. We need ample resources to fuel our budding war machine. We should look towards expanding domestic mining industry. Nice. I'm probably going to go for the civilian factories. Just seems better that way. And what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to do attract access capital. Just because a nice wee bonus to have for the time being. We're not too far away from September either. Probably end today's episode with Peter getting put onto the throne. Well, put in here for us. Get rid of Prince Paul. Let's go ahead and just get up the limited conscription, since when King Peter is here, it's going to cost us more to do that. So let's get that done. Oh, we actually have a claim on Banat. Oh damn, we have a claim on Transylvania as well. Nice. Transylvania's my rightful clay, apparently. Do need to get that military industry pumping, but it's okay, because we won't be getting involved in the Second World War straight away. You have to keep an eye out on Mussolini. I am actually tempted to even build a fallback line. Not a fallback line, just a defensive, just fortify Slovenia. Because it'd be easy enough to secure Zara, hopefully. Secure Albania if they have that under their control. Get some troops on Bulgaria's border. Have some on Hungary. Just be ready to take the fight to folk. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. Our civilian industry must keep up with its military counterpart to supply it with machinery and other essentials. So 3 civilian factories. Nice, we're up to 20. I have more dockyards than military factories right now. It's not ideal. It's not ideal one bit, actually. Just thinking, if I go ahead and... I should probably get these guys exercising, to be fair. Oh, Carla Spain has been defeated. Yeah, it looks like Spain's going to win. I don't know if they're going to end up becoming a Russian puppet. I don't think they will. I think they'll just join the Comintern. And Portugal's actually aiding them, because they're going communist. Good. So Iberia's going communist. That's fantastic, isn't it? That's absolutely fantastic. Revise the Constitution. Okay. PNL becomes a ruling party. That's the Democratic Party, isn't it? It is. Export weapons too. Go ahead and get motorized the production. What we'll also want to do is we will want to get some fighters in the air. We need to research CAS. Oh, oppose the royal dictatorship. You're just doing that now. Which means you're either going to go democratic or communist, and I don't like the sound of either of those. Actually, no, the democratic one sounds okay. Anyways, the University of Zagreb has long been one of the premier institutions of higher learning. Additional funding will be allowed to also provide valuable research. And there goes Austria. Which means I will be doing this again. And I think we should prepare ourselves for war by... a few days ago, the German ambassador cornered Prince Paul at a diplomatic reception. Following the anschluss of Austria, he noted, Yugoslavia and the German Reich now share a common border. The ambassador assured Prince Paul that Germany was, of course, very interested in friendly relations. He only requested that we keep that in mind when making policy decisions in the future. How nice of him. How about you bugger off, Germany? Is that polite enough for you? Was that polite enough? Well, if they go communist or democratic, rather, it's going to be quite nice. Unless the Soviets invade me. That would not be nice. But I don't think that would happen. Then again, it depends who else joins the Allies. It depends what France is up to as well. They might end up going communist. We've got Winston Churchill here, so we don't think we need to worry about Britain not going democratic, or staying with democracy rather. I think after this focus, we're just going to wait it out and end the Regency. Yeah, I think we are indeed going to do that, because by the time we finish this, it's going to be September. And then we shall have King Peter. Does it say anything about his age? Coronation. Can't really not have. Alright, we cannot coronate him until he's been. Okay, so we're just going to be ending the Regency because he's not going to be old enough. I think it might be like 4 years we'll have to wait. 4 or 6, I think. It's in that kind of range. Economic intervention? Ooh, wow, you're finally doing your first focus, really. They never go communist, but why would you go communist on Hungary's tree? It's rubbish. Right, end the Regency. Prince Paul has served his duty to the crown long enough. With war on the rise, our people need to see the king stand strong against fascists and communists who would break our nation. Let's do it. Oh, and Turkey's remilitarized. Good for you. Good for you. The Chakmak line. Ah, that's here. But which way have you done? Crown ourselves with the... What the hell? Turnian Empire. What the hell is this? We're in 1920 borders. Okay. Seems like Pivot to the Past sounds like it's one of the worst routes. Nah, I'm definitely going to recreate the Ottoman Empire, there's no doubt about that. That Turnian Empire one sounds just as fun. Another thing I forgot to put in the production. Go down to air. Well, we're not too far away from the war kicking off. We don't have to worry about it too much, I don't think. We'll come into it when we can come into it. Let's get Signal Company researched. Also, just need to start getting these templates sorted and ready for war. Okay, we're short of artillery now. It's okay. Yeah, I want those 3 things sorted first. Come on, end the Regency. Let's do it. Yeah, get rid of Prince Paul. No one wants you here. Be gone. King Zog, it'd be in your best interest to tell Italy to bugger off, then we can aid you. That wasn't a terrible template. And there's Japan going after China, which will probably see Communist China join their faction. Right, I also need to get military police researched. I'm just going to go ahead and change that all to infantry now. Weapon incident, I'm not going to use that, so that can go in the bin. Ah, the Studenting crisis. That's exactly what we wanted to see. Not great. World War II is going to kick off early. Fantastic. Anyways, guys, look who's now here. It's King Peter, the underage monarch. He is here, and he is ready to lead this nation to glory. What we are going to do is we'll attract the Axis capital. Our economy is a sorry state, and although we know it is no secret that the Italians hold ambitions in our home, we must encourage trade with our neighbours if we are economically prepared to resist them. And that is where we'll leave it. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and I shall be back very soon for another episode. Until then, take care. Cheer bye. The now.